Chapter 23rd, Part A, Income and Investment Method of Appraisal. So how to calculate net income? So highlight net income, gross potential income. So highlight gross, highlight potential income, potential revenue. For example, gross potential revenue is 30,000. So highlight 30,000. Vacancy or bad debt. Vacancy basically means, for example, if you have a motel, so all the rooms are not rented. Or a bad debt basically mean, for example, if it's a registered office, if there are 200 realtors, so 20 of them don't pay. So the 20 of them, or basically if you have a TV program, so basically say, two of them don't pay, right? So that's a bad debt. For example, bad debt is 600. So gross potential revenue 30,000. Vacancy or bad debt is $600. Gross realized revenue. Highlight the word realized. And I also highlight gross income. So basically gross income, how do you find it? So whenever you see the realized income, highlight realized income or revenue, just remember that the grand total is already after deduction. So highlight after deduction and highlight the word grand total. So basically what is the gross income here? So 30,000 minus 600. So basically if the OMX has say 200 realtors, so the 20 people don't pay say $8,000, right? So basically from 80,000 minus 8, but here is a 30,000 minus a 600, so basically 29,400. So that's the gross income. Then say operating expenses. So operating expenses paid by landlord. For example, if I own a building, right? So we pay the expenses like taxes, water, sewage, electricity, maintenance and repair, fuel, wages for employees, management fees, insurance, replacement of equipment, janitorial, and some others, right? Sundries. So basically, so operating expenses mean operating expenses are $12,000. So what is NOI? Net operating income, right? So minus 12,000. So then you have 17,400. So 17,400. So basically, so do you understand, right? So for example, if I have a 200 realtors, right, and they pay $400 each, so we have $80,000. So minus 20 people don't pay, minus 8,000, minus, so the monthly rental, phone bill, all those, if you add operating expenses, say $40,000. So 40 plus 8, 48. So how much income we have? Only 32,000, right? So here we had a 30,000 minus 600 minus 12,000 of all the operating expenses, right? So the net operating income is 17,400. An item that is omitted, so which we don't calculate, is depreciation. So depreciation is a life of the building. For example, the building lasts 60 year, 80 year, whatever, right? So the life of the building you can highlight. Now the reason of the depreciation measure is the life of the building. So the life of the building is primarily determined by economic factors. So highlight the word economic factors rather than physical condition, right? So with the passage of the building gets old, but if the building is not rented, so basically it's a loss, right? So highlight the keyword economic factor. Then is a rate of return. So rate of return, number one is risk. So risk may increase, decrease, or stay the same. So highlight increase, decrease, or same. Then management. If I have a, how do we manage, right? So the amount of time and effort. But time, why the omics is growing? Why I do have 180 realtors today? Because I hire any time when I when they ask me, they are available. I don't tell them. So the office is only from 9 to 5. So I hired the last 2-3 days, 3-4 realtors from Vancouver, from New West, from all the right. So the key thing is flexibility, right? Management and effort. And liquidity. Liquidity means the asset to cash. So which you can convert to cash very easily, right? That means liquidity. So is the house liquid? No, you have to put on the market and sell it. But the term deposit is liquid, right? So you can convert to cash. And the money in the bank is liquid. Okay. So next is the relationship between income, sale price, and return. So highlight income, sale price, return. For example, a property recently sold for 800,000. So highlight 800,000 is the selling price. The income, uh, stabilized annual net operating income. So highlight annual net operating income for the property is 88,000. So highlight 88,000. The yield is, what is the return? So we have to find the yield. In math, what do? Just remember the formula. You don't think, you remember the formula. So you want to, so what is the formula for net operating income? So net operating income divided by sale price, right? Divided by sale price, you will find yield. So what is the net operating income? 88,000, right? Divided by 800,000, you will find 11%. Okay, so you basically multiply by 100, then you will find 11% to find a percentage. So then what is the formula for that? NOI divided by sale price, right? And then we go to next is the capitalization process. So estimating the market value. So highlight the word market value. So how do we find market value? The relationship between yield, net operating income, and market value. So if you want to file the yield or return, what do? NOI divided by sale price or market value, right? For example, NOI is given 21,470. So highlight 21,470, right? Yield is given 0.0807 on the right side, right? 0.0807. So what do? So NOI divided by yield. So what do you find? 266,047. Do you have a calculator, right? So the sum is given, find the market value, right? The NOI is 21,470. It's not written there, right? And yield is 0.0807. That is return. So how do you find the market value? So 21,470 divided by 0.08 equal to 266,047. Basically 266,047 should be on the other side, right? That's why it's confusing you. Okay, and the next one is